Ladies and gentlemen, may I please have your attention? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are now live with BB3 TV.
Turn me up a little bit, just a little bit more. Yeah, for the East, man. Turn me up a little bit. A little bit more. I've been in this game for years. It made me an animal. It's rules to this shit. I wrote me a manual, a step-by-step booklet for you to get your game on point. Check your feelings joint. I ain't Biggie, but I came to get busy. Straight out the East where we bang and get drippy. I'm talking Uncle Murder, I'm talking about FN and Bk Cashmere. Nah, I can't forget him. Let's go. Cause I birthed it, made it up and earthed it. Made a lane for niggas. I ain't playing my nigga. Came in this game, click full of them killers. Trying to get familiar, I send one to kill ya. Nah, I ain't playing, nigga. But I'm saying, nigga, if a chain got took, then we laying niggas. So after he say, she say shit. Tell he say, she say, get off my dick. I'm an East New York legend. Y'all niggas is peasants. Been a 5%er, been had my lessons. Ain't a nigga cleaner, straight from the Medina. By any means necessary, gonna get that greener. Y'all niggas frontin', bluffing. Got my name all in your mouth, but y'all ain't saying nothing. This one here's for my style, do or die niggas. East New York ride niggas, Brownsville hard niggas. Fuck around, we gon' scar niggas. Send his ass in the box, put his ass in the morgue, nigga. 30 round clip, fuck that, send it on, nigga. Attitude like, give a fuck who you call, nigga. Y'all ain't think that I be back like this. Spitting raps on a mic, on a track like this. Since I left manhood, y'all been like, who this? Well, I'm back. Motherfuckers black, motherfuckers get back. Finger slugs aiming at his cap, splat. He ain't think that he'll go out like that. I wanna ask who y'all playing with. Like my fam wasn't from Cypress Hills, pulling out gat spraying shit. Like I wasn't on Plaza, on my player shit. Jerome from Martin, Coney Island, Himalaya shit. Y'all hear that? I got that fire, homie. I ain't spitting facts, you a liar, homie. I ain't talking weed when that fire on me. Yeah, I'm a cool nigga, but don't try it, homie, Flow retarded, I'ma win regardless. Look me dead in my eyes, this is what you call an artist. Y'all niggas stink, smelling like she farted. Tell these hating ass niggas that I'm just getting started. It's Cashmere and I don't give a fuck. Tell these whack ass rappers that it's time that they give it up.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Diamond Tom's World. As you just saw, this is our guest for tonight, and I'm going to let Dom tell you about it because Dom has found this guy. I've talked to him. He's an awesome guy. Yeah. And we have the pleasure of talking to him tonight, but I've talked enough. Now I'm going to let Dom tell you a little.
Guys, welcome to BB3 TV. We are here. We are now. Tonight is one of my favorite subjects, the music industry, hip-hop tonight. Out of Brooklyn, New York, but from East Coast to West Coast, all over the world. Hip-hop artist, songwriter, better known as Cashmere. Without further ado.
Welcome to the show.
What's good, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
What's up, good. Cash? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I like that red on. That's some good BB3 TV gear you got on there, man. I'm just noticing it too, man. Wow. I gotta get mines, man.
We got our merchandise, but we'll hook you up. Your family to us.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But what's going on, man, guys? Great show. BB3 TV. Bk Cashmere is here.
Indeed.
You ready to get it rock and rolling tonight, man?
We got to get it going. First off, and foremost, thank you for being here with us, man. It's a true honor having you on. We love your work. You're a true artist, a real artist as far as the nowadays. You know what I mean? Like, you bring back the old school feel to things.
Yeah, I understand.
Feel good again.
Trust me. I know, man. Thanks for having me though, and thanks for noticing my grind, my grit, my talent, and just who I am. Period, man. Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for having me. Just like I'm glad to be on the show, man.
Absolutely. So let's just get right into it.
Yeah, definitely love the fact that you have a song making fun of mumble rap.
That's one of our favorite tracks too. We're gonna get into that too with the mumble rap.
That's crazy. That's one of my most successful. It's crazy that is. But being in the lane that I'm in, like, it's no commercial. I'm able to do what I want. So
yeah, for sure.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
So as far as Cash, tell us where you're from. What got you into the rap game? The music, your inspirations. Let's just start right from the bottom.
I'm from Brooklyn, East New York, man. I grew up on Sutter Avenue. I was raised by my grandmother, grandfather, my mom, and my dad, of course. But my mom and dad broke up early, like when I was around 3 or 4. And growing up in East New York, it was like, it's a rough neighborhood, especially back in them days. It was like a real rough neighborhood. But what got me into music was I've always done music, even in elementary school, but I never really, I would join talent shows and stuff like that, but never took it serious, never really noticed it until, I got in trouble in school, and I was like really trying to like wonder what at 15, 16. And I was really, truly wondering, like, what am I going to do with my life? And I was like, I'm going to do music. It just clicked to me, like, I'm going to do music, because I didn't, school wasn't really, I really never took to school. Like, I felt like after a certain age, after a certain time in my life, school wasn't too meaningful to me after I learned to a certain degree of what school, and I was real smart, but I just felt like, this is not what I wanted to do or go on, and like, so I chose music, and I've been doing it ever since.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So your inspirations as far as musicians, I mean, we're talking about from a young kid to now. Like, what was your first inspiration? What was that first album, that first artist that said, "Ooh, boy, like, this is it." You know what I mean? Like, this hits right to the heart, like that memory of a song.
Man, like, see, I'm a rapper, like I'm an MC, like I'm a musician artist type artist. I do it from the essence of hip hop, but I'm also a musician.
Sure.
So I would the range of where I go is like unlimited. Like, I would say like as far as musicians, like Ray Charles. My grandfather used to play a lot of jazz back in the days, like Ray Charles, Thelonious Monk, Miles Davis, who else? BB King, just a lot. Like, I had a lot of music, even, and it wasn't my genre, not saying my genre, but like my age, my generation of music. But he kind of like shoved it down my throat to where I started to really appreciate it. So I started listening to them people like real early, like from a kid and stuff like that, and really started to appreciate it. But like, as far as hip hop is concerned, like, I used to listen to like I was into hip hop real early because my cousin Tiak, she was really into hip hop.
Okay.
So I would probably like say like the Brand Nubians, Onyx, stuff that. But what I really loved it, probably like the when Nas, Wu-Tang, Biggie, Pop, you know what I mean? Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, like, that's when I was like, yo, this is like, this thing is like, it's me, it's who I am. So it just like took full-fledged of my life, like it took control of me, like, so. I'd say around there.
Yeah, it's great that you could touch on like just the genres of just not rap music, like the different styles of music that make people like music. You know what I mean? It just brings people together. So, you could talk Marvin Gaye, you could talk BB King, and it's all these styles of music that just bring people together. Like when we're talking before, this is like before people know, before this conversation, how I dig poets and stuff. Tupac, Jim Morrison. I mean, these are straight poets who bring music to the industry. Now, when you talk about, the real rap, what I think too, when Nas came in, Wu-Tang, but for me, it was the West Coast rap. And that's, kind of how I found you and things like that, up and coming.
Yeah.
You're just not up and coming rappers, but like the rappers from the West Coast. So West Coast rap was my
Ice
favorite
Cube.
rap. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ice Cube.
Ice Cube, Snoop. We're talking the NWA era. But like, even when the breakup happened, I mean, those were the best rap battles. That was when the realest music was happening. The beats were on point. I mean, when Dre Day hit, I mean, that shit all hit hard. You know what I mean? Like that was when rap had feeling. And like, Tom talks about the mumble rap. You can't find rap like we did in the 90s. You know what I mean? Like I'm 38 years old now. You know what I mean? Like those days, even today, I'll still vibe on that shit rather than anything that I could listen to nowadays. It's now hard finding an artist like yourself that I could actually now vibe with to make me feel like I'm back in the day. The only one that ever did that to me as of recent years was The Game.
Right. I'm a fan of The Games too. Yeah, the climate of music, I'm gonna just tell you, it's flat out horrible right now, especially in hip hop. And I'm not trying to take from no one because I know how hard it is for artists to do it. But it's like, a lot of rappers, musicians, sort of say they're not, the music. I'm just gonna flat out say it. The music is horrible. You know what I mean? Like it's not the hip hop that we grew to love or grew to attach to. Nothing has no staying power. Nothing is really saying anything. Nothing has a message. It's just whatever it is, it's just like a beat. I don't even latch on to any of it, so I'm trying to bring that type of balance to the game because it's kind of lopsided right now.
And you are. I mean, do you remember the days that when just say hip hop and music in general had an impact even on cinemas? Let's just take the hip hop era. Let's take the movie Above the Rim, right? Tupac, Birdie.
Right.
So you take the song, you take that soundtrack, and my favorite, when I asked you the question, is there a song that ever hit you hard and you always remember that made you feel that way in time? It's a song called Pain by Tupac for me. And it was on the cassette tape of the Above the Rim soundtrack that you would never find on a CD. But like, think of that song that went with that movie and how powerful that song really is.
Yeah, so much pain. Yeah.
Oh my God. And the song starts with the Star Trek thing. You'll never, how does he say? You don't know my pain.
They never take me alive. I'm getting high. Yeah,
one of my favorites. That's my favorite song in the world. And
you know what else you won't hear in those songs? Auto-tune.
Auto-tune, right?
That's gotta go. That's gotta go. It's gotta be.
That's why I did Def for Mumble Rap. I did Def for Mumble Rap to balance it out. Like, some artists like a Future, I kind of dig a Future. Like, I'm not content to what's going on in the new things, but I think that we need a foundation that's gonna say something like, look at Nas. Nas came out when he was 17, 18. Right. Look at the stuff he was talking about at that age.
Sure.
So they say hip hop is a young man's sport. But it wasn't, because we looked up to the older guys, and we learned from them. Right now, I think that hip hop is lacking leadership. It's lacking to set a meaningful example.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have any substance. It don't have no oomph. It's just like a bunch of smoke and mirrors,
a bunch of cookie cutter, like sounding the same. And I mean, it's been doing that on all genres of music for a while, since like, I'd even say since the late, like, we'll just say on the rock scene, since like the late 90s. There's no rock anymore. Rock is
same
dead.
riff, same shit. And it's funny you bring up Nas, because you talk about him as a young age, talking about the what he talked about as a youngster, right? But think about him as an old man. Now he's teaching and everything. His latest albums are like incredible still.
Oh, it's incredible stuff.
I don't think
I listen to Nas till his day, man. Till his day. I think the last artist that really kind of hold on, I'm gonna put this light on.
Yeah, you got to put a light on.
It's getting dark here on the East Coast. Man.
Yeah, East
Hold
Coast.
on 1 second. Let me put this light on.
You're good. MGS Paranormal says, "What's up, Troublemakers?"
The last artist to really like make an impact in that way, I would probably say like a Nipsey Hussle. Like he really was changing the game and bringing some substance towards with like artists like me and open up doors, and that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to like really do that, and I think my new single "I Love You" is coming out. It's coming out, next week. We just shot the video, but it should be on all digital platforms. I think that's going to start. I'm telling you, that's going to be one of the biggest records of the year. You know what I mean? Like one of the biggest records of the year. But I'm trying to like grab it back to where you had to know how to rap and kind of get all of these, like, it's like roaches that's coming down on artists, on us, like trying to cover us up and stuff like that. So that's where I'm trying to take it back. I'm trying to bring it back to something new, something bigger than what's going on now, something new, not back to what was going on, because that's always going on. I'm not going to take away from, because Nas is still Nas, Jay-Z still Jay-Z. You got people like J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Simba. I love Simba, the new artist Simba. Who else? There's a lot of artists that's doing it, but it's just like so many cookie cutter artists that's just like drowning, us type artists out. And I think that we should come back strong and kind of like just pluck them out the way, kind of sort of. Right now they need to be plucked out the way. They had their time. It's time to get them out of here. Just being not to. Just being honest, just being straight up. It's about that time. Hip hop hasn't had a #1 record in 23. This is the first year that hip hop hasn't had a #1 album. You know what I mean? In 23 years. You know what I mean? And we're in the seventh month of 2023, and we haven't had a #1 record. And we're the biggest genre in music. So it's speaking volume.
I want to touch base on that a little after. And I feel like social media has a little bit of problem with that, because like, if you think about that, why is hip hop not, #1? Why aren't a lot of rock songs #1? Is it to the point that, social media, because beats are so, you could grab beats. The average person could just throw down an auto-tune song, and a lot of like suburban kids or people who don't really know music and shit that just sounds good on their systems, with the whole new age of TikTok and all this bullshit that goes on. Music is kind of dying with that. Like, you have these artists on TikTok rapping and shit, straight out of nowhere, and they're trying to make it fucking, in a game that they have nothing about other than social media. They didn't grow up knowing what they know. They grew up hearing what they hear and then thinking they're about it. You know what I mean? Right. So these motherfuckers are the ones, to me, are the one ruining the game. You know what I mean? So with that, like, I know we're going to break into that, but you talked about how we need something else. This is where it opens the door for you. Let's open the door for you. What makes your style? How do you write? How do you go into the mindset, like, of how you write? How do you break down the styles? Bring us through an event of you just writing, and tell us where you go when you write. Not like in a place, but in your head, in your heart. Yeah.
And I have to have like a specific title, to something to rap about. It has to be something. I might get a beat that just instantly click, and then I'll catch a catchy hook. But I have to have like something to rap about. And my process is like, I always rap about my experience and what I see going on in the world.
Sure.
Whether it's my experiences, somebody else's experiences, or society's experiences. I don't care if I'm rapping about what ladies or anything. It's always going to be, somewhat of current events, even if it's in a catchy way or if it's in it. So I just like sort of like just go in and like I have to have a great vibe about it and everything. And the beat also has to connect with me. But I just go into writing about I get the hook going, I get the song title, then I get the hook, and then I go into the verses.
Yeah.
The hook has to be first though. The hook, the title of the song and where I'm going with the entire song has to be first. And you know, you get a good start off verse, and then you get the second verse usually be the going verse and stuff like that. So
sure. And
that's basically how I write.
Yeah, I mean, do you ever just sit down and just like, how many pages, how many books do you have of just writing down like the poetry and stuff? As far as you do, is that your style too? Because I mean, I
write. Like I have to write. Right? I have to connect with it. Yeah. Like I love taking a pen and a pad and like keeping it old school, like keeping it. It's something about that feel about writing it yourself. You know, sometimes I'll like walk to the store. I'll walk to the store and I'll like just walk to the store and come up with a song and write it and keep repeating it to myself as well. Like keep repeating the lyrics, keep repeating the lyrics. And now it's just stuck in my head and I could just spit that verse real quick. That's, you know, I do that too, but it's something about writing it. You know what I mean? It's just something about putting that pen to the paper, that feeling of it. You know, that feeling of it, that pen to the paper is something about that changes it. Like I got books of rhymes, books of poetry. I do poetry too. I do all of it.
And that's where we connected too, because you know, I got the 2 books. I had to plug that top. Watch Tom roll his eyes. I told you. No, poetry is my thing too. When I learned growing up, you know, with my friend Demetrius, you know, he grew up with Dave Aaron. He was the sound engineer for Snoop Dogg, Death Row Records, the Machiavelli albums, and all that. So, you know, I always had it in me to write. They always told me to write. We went to all the concerts and everything with everybody. So it was always in my heart to always write, because I was watching these guys and
right.
I was getting, you know, the phone calls. We would talk and, you know, with Dimitri, and they always said, write. So I would have folders and folders of books and poetry to get my words out and stuff like that. I always wanted to be a songwriter and stuff, you know, never got it out. Maybe you and I could do so. I'll just give you one of my poetry one day and you rap that shit out one day. But one thing,
send it to me, man. I'm always open to work with anybody. I'm always open. Like if it's dope, it's dope. No matter where it's coming from, it's dope. You know,
and one thing I'm proud of you about, because you got these books, and man, I want you to keep these books too, because look at what Tupac did, The Rose That Grew From Concrete, right? So you keep these books forever, man. You have forever words. I mean, this is forever in your heart, like right now. Like you have books that you could sell in the future just from your lyrics and shit. You know what I mean, bro?
After you're done like writing something out, like at some point, I don't know, do you hear the music in your head while you're writing it, or do you form the music around the words?
Sometimes I do both, honestly. Like, cause sometimes I can have a beat in my head and I'll go to my producer, DJ B Original. Shout out to DJ B Original. He produced the new single. But sometimes I do both. I'll have a beat in my head and I wanna create that beat, that exact beat in my head, and I always had the lyrics and the hook together. But you know, sometimes producers send me beats and I go in and listen to it, and once the beat click, that song will be done in like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Like it's just something about, it's like it's inside of me. The music is just who I am. You know what I mean? Like it's just something about, I go in and just write songs like 1, 2, 3, and it just come out perfect. Like I did, and it's not like I'm trying to write like metaphor raps, because that's good. Like you see how like Pop was.
Sure.
He kind of like wasn't like your rapper's rapper. You know what I mean? He really was spitting things from his perspective, from his gut, from his soul. You know what I mean? That's why that's the perspective of like more say like a Biggie Smalls. He was just saying like some real ill dope stuff. You know what I mean? But Pop was more influential because he spoke it from the soul. Not to say Biggie didn't, but it was just 2 different vibes. So, but that's what I loved about Pop. Pop wasn't afraid to cross barriers that other artists wouldn't even try to do. You know what I mean? They wouldn't do it. You know,
and look at the end of his career, had like 7 movies, like albums after his death, poetry books. the man just wrote and wrote and wrote. I mean, that's kind of like where I see you going. I mean, as far as like if you writing books and stuff like that, you're coming out with music. I mean,
yeah,
that's gonna be cinema. I mean, you just got it going, bro.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Like I've learned that I'm more of a Tupac, Nipsey Hussle, a J. Cole type of artist. Like, you know, let me see, like an Ice Cube, people that really like we like to cross barriers. We never like to stay the same or move on the norm. We like to create. We like to lead the movement, always growing, always keep on, you know, just taking it there, crossing barriers. You know what I mean? Killing what's normal, killing the norm. You know what I mean? Just crossing over to new heights and stuff and all of that. So, you know, that's where I'm at with it, like really being inspirational and being motivational to the world and really like changing the world. Like, and that's what I think this new song, I Love You, is gonna do. Like, it's real different from anything, and it's setting the tone. It's up tempo, it's real dope and everything, man. I sent it to you guys too.
Yeah, we got it.
I have it, and I have it ready.
I want to give a shout out to Chaos Unwrite, part of the Unwrite family here. Cash, this is one of our family here. So one day maybe you could jump on one of his
Chaos Salute.
Chaos Unwrites on a Sunday night. He's always family to us, a BB3 as well. So there's always
he's a real cool haunt actor. He has like a whole clown mask thing that's creepy, and it's you got to see him.
So all right, so I got a question, but we could do this after the song because we're talking about the song I Love You. So we just play the track and go into that. And then
let's do it, man. Let's do it, man. This is my new song. I Love You. Bk Cashmere, produced by DJ B Original. We right here on BB3 TV. Here y'all go. I Love You, produced by DJ B Original. My new single off my new album, The Masterpiece of Taiwan. Check it out.
Now this is going to be audio only, but I'm going to mute us so that you can only hear the song, so you can appreciate it more. So
for sure.
Yeah, come on. See, I come from the bottom, I don't come from the top. See, I'm straight from the hood, got it all for the block. See, I'm just like you, so don't look at me perfect. This gift from God, my pain and struggle is worth it. Wanna know what the truth is, they holding us down like we ain't built this country, we ain't make this ground. I ain't saying get ruthless, we gotta be smart, gotta use our minds, gotta know who we are, know that we got the power. See, we the design, 80% of everything out here is ours. I'm talking about our talents, I'm talking about our art, I'm talking about our culture, I'm talking hip-hop. Now I'm sitting at Noble's eating one of my go-tos. Just thought I'd take the time out to tell you I love you. Yeah, I'm sitting at Noble's thinking about what I go through. Just thought I'd take the time out to tell you I love you. Everybody, I love you. Tell your brother I love you. Yeah, tell your sister I love you. Tell your loved ones I love you. That all. Want you to know some say it gotta be a better way. F that, I say we gotta make a better way. Make it a better day. Instead of hating and killing each other on the block, talking about who the realest among us. Look each other in the eyes and know that we brothers. Or look each other in the eyes and tell us we love us. Knowing we all from the hood, coming straight from the gutter. Man, we gotta stick together, man, we gotta do better. I'm talking city to city, state to state. Bet the whole world gon' relate because it's relevant. Child to God, words heaven sent. No matter the age difference or the intelligence. You people hear what I'm saying, know that it's evident. One of the last real rappers making it prevalent. Who better than Cashmere, man, I'm speaking the truth. And the reason is I love you for real. Come on. Tell your brother I love you. Tell your sister I love you. Yeah. Tell all your loved ones I love you. Why? Want you to know that I love you. And you, and you. Yeah, I love you.
That was very awesome, man.
Damn. I gotta take.
We got the premiere.
Tom. Thanks, Tom.
We got to premiere it and everything. Man.
That's the real
premiered on
right
BB3 TV live and direct, man. Before it's even hit platforms, man. That's what's up, man. I'm glad you guys liked it. How you feel about it, man?
Man,
I think it's awesome.
That feels good. Let me tell you, it just feels good. That beat, the flow,
it almost had like old school LL Cool J.
I got the chills. I got the chills listening to it. I did, and it's been a long time. And I'm not blowing smoke up your ass because you're on the show. When I like it, I got the chills, and I'm like, dude, I will purchase that just to have it on my track, just to support you. That was, bro. Yo, man, nice job, dude.
Awesome, yeah.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. This is what I do it, man. I do it with love. I think with the record, like it's needed. That type of record is needed right now because artists is dying. A lot of rappers are dying. Young Dolph, Pop Smoke, a lot of rappers getting locked up. K Flocka, a lot of unnecessary things is happening in hip hop now. And I think people are scared to show love to each other. People are scared to be themselves. They scared to, everybody's following trends. Like you said, the social media thing, everybody's following what's going on. So like, I just wanted to change the climate, just totally wash the climate clean. Yeah. And like, tell your brother, I love you. Tell your sister, I love you. Like, why are we going at each other? This, that, and the third. The negative is beating the positive. Let's stop the nonsense and get it back to where we need to be, where we needed to be, so we could do some great things again.
Man, what we need to do.
I think. What was your first words in the beginning? Was this is going to be the top of the year? I believe you.
Yeah, I said. You see, I come from the bottom. I don't come from the top. See, I'm straight from the hood. I got it off of the block. See, I'm just like you, so don't look at me perfect. This gift from God, my pain and struggle is worth it.
And I think you're gonna have one of the top albums too. I honestly think.
Definitely. Like, I'm not even tooting my own horn. I worked so hard on this album, man. It took me so long to get it together because I really wanted to do something special for my fans. They showed me so much love. And I got my own lane. Like, I'm not like a big artist like Jay-Z or Nas yet, but I feel like this album is gonna be the biggest record of the year. And this I Love You song is gonna really change the climate and be one of the biggest records of the year. Like,
I think so too, because it brings you back to back in the day, with the feel of the new day. And that's where it's like, you can't. I don't know how to explain something that good. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that good. Like, once you got it, like when you said how you write and how you produce shit, like when it's there, and you just feel it, it's there.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about the songs I like, growing up in any genre of music, whether it's the Doors or the Misfits or, say, even new people like I believe his name is October London from Death Row. You know what I mean? Like, his new album was called The Return of Marvin, and I'm like, all right, let me give this shit a chance. And bro, it was just there.
Phenomenal.
And just like that song right there, bro, you got it. You hit it.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, man, we coming hard, man. We coming really, really coming hard. Like, the Masterpiece of Taiwan is basically like an album that's explaining who I am and what I'm doing and everything. So it's like, it's gonna be a hell of an album. Y'all really gonna get the depth of me and the depth of my world and how I see the world, which I think is in a very unique way. So like, and I started, the first single is I Love You, and I just want to like hit the masses, hit the world, because I got a big international buzz. Like, shout out to Poland, shout out to all of them, like Poland, shout out to Australia, shout out to Tanzania, Africa, I've been there, Singapore, Japan. Like, shout out to everybody worldwide that's supporting it. They're looking for this album, and that's why I want to and kind of got nervous to really give them the best work I ever put out. And I think I hit that on the nose, man.
I think you did.
Don't even think it. You know it, bro. Come on.
Yeah, know it. Yeah. I know I hit that on the nose. Thanks for the pull up, man.
It's kind of one of these things. Like, you know, we're gonna go like we wanted to go 30 minutes to 40 minutes, but I've got some more questions for you. And I don't even know. It's kind of one of these things where it's like, that's such a positive note with that song. Like, I kind of want to go a little deeper into the starting of shit. So,
well, before you do
another, yeah.
I'm gonna duck out for a minute. I have a phone call that came in that I ignored.
That's
fine.
Gotta go. I'm still gonna go into questions though.
But I'll come back in if you guys are still in here when I get.
No, we're gonna be here. We're gonna be here.
Right, cool.
I'm gonna go right into some questions because I really want to I want to dig deep into some past things too. All right.
Right.
I'll be back.
All right. I'll see you in a moment. All right. So Cash. All right. So digging into this, I want to know the first time. I want to see it through your eyes for somebody who will never see it like me, right?
Yeah.
Your first time going out on stage, the crowd, the people. You got a little puppy, huh? Is that a little
hold
puppy?
on, I got these muskrats in here.
It's all good. I want to see it through your eyes of going out on the stage or wherever your first live performance was. I want to know how you felt and the adrenaline rush that went through your body.
You say that again?
All right. So for somebody like me who will never see it through your eyes, you going out on stage for the first time, your first live performance, I want to know the anxieties, how you felt going out there. Once you saw the crowd, once you started grabbing them in, I want to know that feeling of how you felt from the instant you heard, you're going on stage. I want to know all about it, right from the spot where you left the stage.
Well, I performed. Like my biggest show was I was in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
I performed in Tanzania, Africa, and it was like so many people that I've never experienced nothing like that. And I usually get nervous, little ticks right before I go on, right before. But then after that, it's like going in a portal.
Sure.
It's like going in a portal. And then after that, I'm like Cashmere and I'm like giving my best to perform and get things out the way. So I would say it's kind of nerve-wracking as soon as you get on stage, but it's like adrenaline rushing and excitement and really it's like a unreal experience to do it. It's like basically like the best thing in the world for me, like getting on that stage, performing for people you love and really putting on, especially when you got a crowd that's there for you. And that's there to support you and there to get it on for you.
Sure.
A surreal experience that you can't really explain it because you just be in the vibe.
Right.
In the vibe, and it's like, wow, now you going off, and you got to really get the fans in you. It's just dope, man. It's just an amazing experience, man. Performing in front of thousands of people and everything, it's a great experience, man. It's so hard to explain. Adrenaline is running back and forth for the stage. You're telling crowd, get up, you got your hands up. It's like it's phenomenal, man. Exciting. Everything you want to explain, anything that you want to explain, that's what it is, man. That's exactly what it is. It's just dope. It's really dope.
Do you remember your first experience with a memorable moment with a fan that you've touched that came up to you and said, "Hey man, your words hit hard," or or anything like that? And no matter what country it was, say the other countries, because everybody feels something different. You've traveled, you've done some shit, so it's like when they come up to you and hear your words, is there a memory that you remember? Where oh shit, man, I'm being heard, or hey man, I'm glad.
Wait, say that again.
You in your travels, because you're going overseas
like crazy and stuff.
It's all good. Your audio went out a little bit too there a minute. So say you going overseas, or whether it's in the United States, do you remember a memory of a fan that you were like, oh shit, I touched him? Do you a memorable moment with a fan base that said, damn, dude, like I'm doing something right here. Like I touched them. Like they said this to me, like, hey man, you know, do you have any memories of something good like that?
You said when I went without, like my first time performing?
Well, anytime, like a fan just throughout the world, like just coming up to you and say, hey man, you really, I'm really listening to you. You touched my world.
Know what I'm saying? I think you said name a time or
a memory of a fan.
One of the best memories. I would say that experience was, but also performing in Club Speed with the likes of Little Kim being there and Jada Kiss being there, and like that's like, and I had a big record on the radio on Hot 97 and 105, like, and I was in the Source magazine as being quoted as one of the guys that's about to bring New York hip hop back.
No shit.
Like, yeah, article? And like I was on top of my game as far as the industry wise was concerned, and yeah, and I think that was huge. That was huge to be a part of that. That was huge, and performing in front of people of grit and grind from my background. That was pretty dope. You know, that was pretty dope. That was pretty amazing and stuff like that. Shout out to Mano, he was there. Gravy, a lot of artists was there that really, you know, like where we really like turned it up. It was an amazing night. So
that's what's up. All right, so what we're gonna do from here, we're coming to the end of our night. This is not it though with you. So what are we doing here soon? You are our first performance on BB3 TV coming in a couple weeks, right? So
say that again.
Cashmere will be our first live performance on BB3 TV, our first concert.
Yeah, we're going to be throwing a live show for the world. My guy Dom, he came up with this great idea, and we're going to do it for the fans, for the live right on StreamYard, right here on BB3 TV live. I'm going to be performing my album and some good quotes. I just spoke to my boy Carl. Shout out to Carl Bloke. We got the studio ready. We got everything going, and we're going to be doing a live performance, live. That's right here on BB3 TV, probably on my Instagram, of Facebook, and it's going to be phenomenal, man. Y'all check it out. It's going to be dope, man. I'm looking forward to it. You know, BB3 TV, y'all check it out whenever they dropping stuff. You know, I was on it. My boy Dom hit me up. He said, yo, man, I'm loving what you're doing. He checked out check out my documentaries. Shout out to Peter Santinello, the Compton documentary in East New York. I'm from Brooklyn, East New York, born and raised, but I lived in California for a while. So, you know, y'all could go check those out, man. One is doing the East New York one is at 4 million. The Compton one is creeping up at 3 million views. Yep. So y'all go check that out. So, but we're also going to do that live concert, and it's going to be great, man. Live concert. Right here on BB3 TV, Bk Cashmere, Dom, Tom. Y'all know what it is, man. We here.
Let me plug yourself real quick, where to find you, and then we're gonna call it a night. We did all right. We did a great night, and you know, before
y'all can check me out. Google Bk Cashmere, but I'm on Instagram, Bk Cashmere TCA. I'm on Facebook, Cashmere TCA, Bk Cashmere. You could go to all platforms. YouTube is Bk Cashmere. Apple Music. I got an album out that's called Resilience, and I got my new album, The Masterpiece of Taiwan, which is dropping this August. The new single, you heard it here first on BB3 TV with Dom Tom, and y'all just check me out, man, and keep watching, man. I got a lot in store, man, and look forward to that concert, man. Live concert here on BB3 TV at Carl Studios in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. We're gonna have a studio audience and stuff like that. We're already setting up a lot, so y'all check it out, man.
It's gonna be big. With this, you're always gonna be able to find Cashmere here on BB3 TV. We will put up the links all the time. Anything he has new, I have also other plans for him later on. Possibly him joining the family, having a new show here. Right now, the live concert is coming up. So everybody, I want to say right in front of the world, Cashmere, thank you for being on this show. Thank you for being one of my brothers now. You are part of this family. It means a lot what you do for music.
Nah, man, I love what you guys are doing, man. And you're very passionate about what you're doing too, man. I see it in you. That's why I just clicked on and I'm like, yo, man, let's connect. Let's connect vibes. Let's connect networks, and let's do it. Let's do it. Let's take it to a new height, man. And I love the gear, man. The hat, the shirt, man. You guys got to send me one, man. BB3 TV. That's fire, man. I noticed it late too. I noticed it late, but it's dope, man. But nah, salute to you guys. BB3 TV, one of the dopest online platforms, man. Y'all check them out and keep checking them out, and also keep checking me out. Bk Cashmere, man. New single, I Love You, dropping next week. Y'all check it. Y'all look forward to it.
And we got your back. And like always, like, share, follow, subscribe, and most importantly, enjoy BB3 TV. Cash, much love. I thank you.
Much love, dog.
All right.
Tom, I'm out.
We'll see you.